Hey there, it's Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Restrung Volume 1 from Fallout Music Group. Restrung Volume 1 is the next instalment of the Fallout Music Group's artist series, and this library has been created by Random Purcell with recordings from the extremely talented Joni Fuller. There are over 17,000 solo string samples across violin, viola and cello, and these are all about close, raw and often visceral sounding samples that you're not going to find anywhere else. If you write horror music or crime or tension or neoclassical or anything that requires strings that are full of character, then this library really is worth checking out. There are 8 articulations per instrument, and there are several ways to change and manipulate the sounds, such as an aggression layer, different reverbs, release, saturation, etc. Everything is key switchable within the library, and it's been recorded at 24-bit 48K resolution. It downloads at 4 gigabytes and is compatible with the free Contact Player 6.7.1 or better, and it is NKS compatible. Currently, Restrung Volume 1 sells for $69, and after the intro period it will go up to $109. What we're going to do in this video is check out the presets of Restrung Volume 1 and then do a quick overview of the instrument and then throw it into a composition where you can hear Restrung Volume 1 in a contextual sense. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. And here we have Restrung Volume 1 loaded up in complete control, and I love the fact it runs in the free Contact Player and it's also NKS compatible. The first instrument that is on the list is the cello. Then we have the viola and the violin. So I've loaded up the cello, good place to start, and we have the staccato patch, which is the first one that loads. Sounds absolutely brilliant, and they're really, really close. And you get a pretty decent range as well. So, yeah. First impressions, they sound fantastic. Let's just play through some articulations. So you got the spiccatissimo. Yeah, and I love, like I say, this percussive nature. So the depth is brilliant. Then got spiccato. Sound great. Staccato we've already played. Pizzicato. Now that sounds so cool. And they're very sensitive to velocity. So if I just play, obviously lightly. And then give it some more welly. They just sound great. Really snappy. And I love the round robins. Incredible. And then my all-time favourite articulation, got no idea why, but is Bartok pizzicato. Absolutely love it, especially higher up. So obviously playing a mixture of velocities. Then you got the marcato. So this is like the longs. Obviously it's marcato short. And again, play those a bit lower. Sound great. And then you got the medium. And you can really hear the bow. And just like the snarl and the growl. And again, they are velocity sensitive. So I'm actually using a 25 key Arturia Microlab tonight, and I'm really hammering it. And I just love almost like the overplaying you're getting. And they are imperfect samples in turn. So by that I mean they're recorded specifically to have overtones or sort of different sort of gnarly sounds going on with them. So you can hear that going on there. Yeah, they sound great. And they got the longs. And I love that release. Sounds brilliant. So let's look at the violas. Let's go and move up an octave on my little tiny keyboard. So again, really velocity sensitive. So spiccatismo. Yeah. It's got a hyphen there, and for some reason that's throwing me with the pronunciation. Don't know why. Again, you just have all that detail going on. Spiccato. Love it. Pizzicato. Superb. Bartok pizzicato. So snappy and punchy. Then the short marcato. Then the medium. And the longs. I just like making a lot of noise, using again a variety of different velocities, and then I've got the violin as well. I've got previews set, just so you know, on complete control. Normally I don't for reviews. There we go. So let's just start off on the far left, and again, keep forgetting to go up an octave. So you can hear the range of the entire instrument from the low note of the cello to the high note of the violin. Just that C there. Absolutely massive. Love it. Spiccato. Fantastic. Staccato. Beautiful. Pizzicato. Again, so snappy. Bartok pizzicato. Marcato. And then the medium. And then Marcato longs. Quite loud there. So jumping around the velocities a little bit, but you get the idea. Going back to the medium, just the like creepy melodies you can play using those longs is absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to go back to the cello. Boom. And we have 4 types of reverb. So if I go dark hall, for example, and crank up the reverb. Instant atmosphere. Then we've got release control. So really tight release, full sample release. Saturation. Oops, forgot one on the cello. So you can saturate it and then you can add compression. Lovely. So really simple controls. I'm just going to reload the cello again. And then you have these aggression layers. So you can bring up the aggression, and certain articulations actually will use the aggression slider. So spiccato will. So you get those really like aggressive sounds. Spiccato does. Wow, that was loud. That was aggressive. So that's cool. And then what you can do is actually, which is probably why it's so loud, so this is what I've done. I should have had that set to none. There's our aggression. But if you have, let's say, Bartok pizzicato, but you want an aggressive spiccato layer on top of it, actually, let's go staccato. You can. And you can stack up as many aggressive layers that you want. And make it really punchy. So you could use this to really articulate and make your orchestral shorts really stand out, or make your stabs stand out, or create clusters that are really, really impactful. So yeah, really, really cool library to mess around with. And that is it in terms of controls. Nothing on the mod wheel does anything in this library, so it's really, really simple to use. So what we're going to do now is jump over to the composition, and we're going to check out exactly what Restrung is like to compose with, what it sounds like in context, and obviously how it works with other instruments. The composition was all about showing how you can use restrung contextually with other instruments, and I've chosen just to use Fallout music group instruments. So you'll see we have restrung, and I've used obviously the violin, viola and cello, and we have trailer Brahms 2, which is an instrument that as soon as I started using it, I've just ended up using it on so many different compositions. Then we've got the Fallout music group taikos, then Unstrung, and then we have the new Trailer Toolkit 1. And I like to set up a selector using complete control, so I can just audition samples, then drop them in as audio tracks. Lovely. But it all started off with the cello Bartok, which is one of my favourite articulations, and the violin pizzicato. And I love the fact these strings are really, really close and they're really, really dry. And then I added a viola pizzicato and also the cello spiccato. And the percussive nature is just great for making tension. And I've not really added anything else to that, except if we go down here, I think Unstrung, if you own that already, or if not, it's a great sort of string effect library. Works really, really well with Restrung. So I've added an Unstrung pattern, which really, really simple, but it adds a lot of stereo width. Fantastic. And then we have the sound design. So I'm just going to unsolo those. And I'm using Trailer Brahms 2. Really, really heavy Brahms. In terms of depth, but they don't necessarily take over the entire mix. I mean, there are like sort of really out there and scary Brahms. So I went for something a bit of a boom. And we have signatures and whooshes as well to bring in the composition. And Trailer Toolkit 1 is just chock full of awesome sounds. And then I've just added another boom because we like a lot of low end. And then accented all of those with punches and whooshes and everything we love about sound design. So I'm just going to play that entire section. Absolutely love it. And then we have the taikos. And again, ever since he's been released, I use them to double different sounds, different percussion, outright on their own. The patch is sort of my go-to taiko. It's a hybrid heavy mix, and they sound incredible. And obviously when he plays those with, let's put these punches in, just a layer and a boom. Let's get the whooshes going as well. Why not? And you just see it all creates a really heavy hybrid percussion section. That's awesome. And I've kind of jumped to the end there. So let's talk more about Restrung. So we've got that section, and then we have, normally I put these into folders. I haven't today. But the pattern changes in the second section. That's the first idea, and then we bring in the marcato on the viola first, then it gets doubled on the violin, and it's also on the cello. And then we still have the Bartok going on. And that's the cello marcato, the long one, which is acting like a Brahms, and also went for some kind of, let's just show you these two sections off. A bit of a rhythm shift in the violin and the cello, so they're not doubled. But they're kind of sort of out of phase. And yeah, then we got the ending. So again, soloing everything. Beautiful. And from Unstrung, we've added a riser. I say we, I mean me. Yes, I know it's a bit of a horror cue, but I haven't gone loopy yet. Yeah, absolutely love the risers and all the string effects from Unstrung. So just to showcase Unstrung alongside it, I actually took the same pattern and just played around with the interface. So I changed the amount of active steps, well, kept it on 4, but changed it to 16th notes, and you just get a really simple, well, yeah, so it's almost like double time. I don't know why I was pressing the orange keys, but hey, these things happen. So playing all that together, and I did add a second Brahms, so I'm going to add that too. And everything sounds really, really clean, which is fantastic. In terms of effects, so I've not added any third-party effects. So if I was going to the instrument, you can see that I use the saturation and added some reverb, changed it to dark hall, just to colour the sound a bit more. And again, with all the sound design, it's just completely out of the box. Sounds great, really, really punchy. And yeah, that is Restrung in context with some other wonderful Fallout music group instruments. So what are my thoughts on Restrung? Well, it's a very, very dry, close, spooky, scary, raw, I'm not going to say unrefined because obviously the sampling is incredible, but the sounds, it's not, you know, your typical orchestral library. These are sounds to be played with and manipulated, and they're not supposed to sound perfect, and that is what I love about this library. So if you're doing horror music, for example, this is absolutely perfect, but you can obviously do different styles of music. Anywhere where you require something with a lot of character and something a little bit different would be absolutely perfect. For me, I was mentioned tension music because I love writing tension music, and this is absolutely perfect. But it will fit in orchestral music and hybrid music. Anything you really want to use it for. It's just a really, really cool library. So do I recommend Restrung? Massively yes, and I will go as far as say that I really do recommend Fallout Music Group libraries. The first time we feature them on the channel, and obviously we're going to be featuring more as new releases come out, but these are really, really high quality libraries. They're very, very affordable, very lightweight, but the proof is in the sound, and they're absolutely brilliant to work with. All that leaves me to say is thank you so much to Fallout Music Group for sending a copy of Restrung so we can make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a comment and a like, and let us know what you like about the instrument. What would you use it for? If you're not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. Then head over to the Sampleist.com to see what's going on in the world of virtual instruments. Till next time, keep making that music and have a superb day.